To fill in those shoes with Neptune, who himself played for Morning Light, a very capable player. But are they good enough to hold down this site? jcStani, first one to bite the bullet. effys, he jumps straight into the action, but Shot Up has a chance at another trade. effys, though, has gone massive. 3 kills to his name, and there's no more to be found as huynh takes the final and 5th kill. GEN.G, a quick and easy retake on this A site. The success was dropping out of that heaven and taking them all.
And player 1. On the back lines. Nothing but an SMG for now, but bursting on away with the Bulldog. Not going to be able to find anything just yet. effys still waiting. He had a 3K in the last round, but he's going to have a no K. But still right through the cage! He's going to be able to get the kill onto the spike planter. And not only that, but he gets yet another one through the cage.
It's kind of nullified here, Gus, and this gets a little bit dicey.
Uh-oh, but still the spray run on through Boathouse. Does catch effys just a little bit. Not only that, but the recon bolt goes down. Nothing else to it. They're not going to be able to spot anything, but Shot Up spots one, and then in comes Neptune. Going to be able to get one. Now huynh, now in a 1v2. Has himself the Blade Storm. Trying to slide on in, gets the headshot. Now it's just down to Genghsta in the up angle. He's going to miss the shot. Has to burst out with a classic, but it's not going to work out in his favor. Genghsta wins it out. Both players were just down to a singular pump at the very end of things. And Immortals, they're going to eke out a round. Exactly the type of movement that you actually want, especially in the positions, especially in the situation that he's placed himself in. Now the Hunter's Fury. We're going to cross some streams, Sully. And oh my, it works out in jcStani's favor. He zooms on in. He's going to be able to get one. GMD has the Empress of Darkness online. He already has himself one. Peeks on out. Might be able to get 2, and indeed he does! A triple thus far for GMD. There's still one more on site. MkaeL gets the kill. One more player remaining, and it's Neptune left with a Bulldog. He has the full HP, but he's in an off position, and not only that, but like I mentioned before, he only has the Bulldog to actually use. In comes the drop. Not going to be able to get the kill. GMD with yet another one. Huge round for GMD.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Never do maths on stream, and again, I've missed out on that rule. I skipped that day of class, as I always do.
Speaking of skipping class, your math grades resulted in a lot of skipping class. GMD not gonna be missing this round. I'll be skipping out in the spectator slot as MkaeL. This is the power of the Odin. You've got so much ammo and so much room to work with, but he stuck me on the boxes. Immortals, they flush him out in the back lines. They've taken another down on that rotation.
Much of a chance going into this one. Easy second round coming in for Immortals very soon. Yes, an exit frag from player 1. This is going to help out quite a bit, and really they have a crossfire for the exits. And huynh is going to capitalize on the other side of the crossfire. Genghsta runs on away from the other side.
That was just information. Thankfully, this time around, they've actually spotted the Omen teleportation, and now they've got 2 players in the boathouse in MkaeL. Sails away down river, but upstream is GMD. Holds it down, and the dam is built as he takes down 3. That is clean.
But player 1, he still has the angle ready to go. A little bit of a cheeky cage where he can play up, but not only that, but he has all the info in the world. That is amazing. What a beautiful setup. And now at this point, it's just down to 2 more players. jmoh, he's still fishing for a couple more kills to pad his stats. But now, Immortals, they've been meat grinded down to 2. It's jmoh. Oh no, it was jmoh. Now at this point, it's going to be Genghsta. Not only that, but there's a smoke up. They would have to walk on out. This crossfire is so brutal. And not only that, but there's a player over in A main. GEN.G, don't do it. Don't do it. jmoh, he's on away. There's still 2 players over towards heaven. Shot Up, still putting out a lot of damage. How does jmoh even get that kill? jmoh, I think, was actually the player that was super low on HP, but in comes Shot Up. He does get the kill, but it's still going to be player 1 in the back lines to get himself a double. 10-3 score line as GEN.G are looking to barrel their way.
Lear goes in, nothing spotted just yet. They are trying to bait this one out. jmoh only able to get 1. Rotation's called in, and here comes the 4v3.
Look at this position from Neptune over towards A main. He is going to be able to get himself 1. Now there's only 2 players remaining for GEN.G. Shot Up. What a beautiful shot. And that's going to be Genghsta cleaning up the other frag from window.
Apart. They have a gap. They have a double swing. And this gets a little bit dangerous now here for the Immortals. jmoh can't get anything dashed away, but does so much damage. And he cleans one up. Shot Up as well, holding that cross. A great hold at that as they've held the lines. They've held them down, and they've gotten themselves around surely, unless effys can pull off this 1v5.
It'll be super tough, but he does have the teleport ready and raring to go, but it's simply not going to happen.
Get there. Oh, Shot Up. He could have gotten that earlier, but he could have gotten the kill to MkaeL, and he does. At the very end, got a little bit dicey. I thought for a second he would have had his back turned, and now Genghsta, He is the only player on this B side as his teammate goes down. His other teammate's been smoked off. This gets a little bit awkward for him. jcStani holds mouse one and gets a light tag. Damage has been done, and Genghsta holds down the line, battens down the hatches, and it's a 4 versus 2 now.
I love that little moment where huynh just has like a double take, like, wait, where's all my teammates? Yeah, they're all dead. huynh, you gotta go collect them. jcStani and Neptune both go for the frags. Just gonna have to keep moving on because look at this interaction going on towards a main, and they are getting exposed. huynh goes on in and immediately takes down Neptune. You still have jmoh right behind a smoke, and he just can't approach. The spike will be going down very, very soon. And again, that eye is also kind of unfortunate. He tried to aim it right behind the wall, but he throws it a little bit short. Spike still hasn't gone down. Why hasn't Spike gone down? Finally, player one will do it.
And it could all come crumbling down with this single round, and they realize we can no longer win in regulation. A great recon bolt, but it doesn't get the warrant them a kill. jmoh still holding a line as he jumps down, right click and misses. Genghsta now is last alive, and I think at this point it's kind of hopeless. He's got the Phantom, he could save onto it, but I think all ultimates are now being used. They're waiting to use that neural theft with a kill. effys, he TPs to the other side. He's trying to draw something where he's trying to keep them backed up, and yeah, he's drawn away a paranoia. That could have been massive for this retake. It would have blinded 3 players had he maybe changed the direction. jmoh has found the first, but he's been spotted out here. jcStani, MkaeL has gone huge, but again, he goes down in an instant. It's now just one. effys has to pull out the clutch in a 1 versus 4 as jmoh with the operator has found 3, and he's found Immortals their 10th round, as they've now brought it into double digits and within 2.
And we might just see that in just a little bit. jcStani sitting up in the back of sight, pretty much ready and raring to go. Same thing with Neptune, but they're all smoked off. Neptune spots another one, and he's gonna get another one. This is just a firing range for him, but even then, effys, how did he get that second one? I wish I was spectating him because, Jesus Christ, that guy was in a totally different other angle. That might have just done it. It's still going to be 2 remaining. jmoh, he has the op, and of course, he has the ulti ready and raring to go. effys still waiting and looking to capitalize. These two can't save anymore. They don't have that failsafe. No way is effys going to continue his reign of terror.
Oh no.
jmoh has already gone down in terms of HP. Spray on down for the Odin, but it's only going to be Genghsta. But player through the floor is going to get it. You see the words on your screen. It is Thrifty, and you see defeat for Immortals.
Going through you, but here we go. Immortals, they start on the defense side, and it will be GEN.G who bites the bullet first. That's his first blood is spewed on the A-bomb side.
Again, NA Prada was just trying to deal with things, but in we go already. Immortals with a good hold thus far. There's still literally 2 players stuck in that same corner. Player run trying to escape, but it's simply not going to work out. And there you go, Neptune and the back lines back in this game early on, just with a hard W here. But in comes jcStani in the back lines. He's in the middle of the smoke, but even still up front. huynh trying to get the frag, but it's still not going to happen. GMD, swift return frag, and this C site is all theirs.
It's all theirs for now, but a 4-on-4 retake. Both of these teams have been very good at bringing this round back in with Genghsta launching a chuck dart from like 90 miles away. That makes it so much easier for the defense, but effys has sent in a fault line at the least. He even still has the flashpoint as well if he wants to call upon it, and he might have to as effys instead uses the rifle, takes another one down. Both players out towards long. It's planted for them, but shot up. He throws the wall up, and now things do indeed get very difficult here for the likes of GEN.G. They're spraying through, they're spamming through, but the spike has already been stuck, and it's a team ace somehow, even though there weren't 5 kills on the board for either.
Genghsta once again, he's over on C, and he's about to have a ball here, Sully.
Ball indeed, but I don't know if
oh
it's
my
the right
God.
kind of ball. Oh, so many flashes in his face, a third as well, and yep, it was expected he would finally go down at some point. The spike as well has both of them walking in his crosshair, but he doesn't get either of them. Neptune has at least taken the first. jmoh down towards long. It's a difficult retake, and now it's just down to Neptune. Even harder now, he's just alone and on 56 HP. I think this round.
You can defuse. Go for it, man.
Out of the
Screw
water.
it.
No, could he? It's a little bit risky.
Hey, it's very risky. Why not go for it?
He's gone for the kill. Yeah, you could have gone.
They don't exactly want to. They don't exactly want to stay quiet. They want to force the situation. But speaking of forcing the situation, in comes shot up, where he's going to get a huge flash onto huynh, potentially another kill. And there you go. Get himself a third, but no, he's not. Shot up gets it back. And not only that, but MkaeL, right through the smoke, actually takes down Shot Up. Couple of players back towards Garage, and they're just going to get grinded out. Beautiful spray downs coming in from Immortals, and that's going to be yet another round. Just they're staring right at it. So this position was still technically revealed, and it gets revealed once again as a recon bolt gets hit on. And now in comes a rotation back from the Omen. At least for the side of Immortals, but that's a great take from Gen.G. Again, so much oppression just in terms of information for this team. And now in comes the actual take. Player 1's in a great position. Same thing with his team. Same thing. At least with the effys for now. But in comes the flash. Shot up. There you go. Off the retake. Looking for a couple more. jmoh from up top. Can't really find anything. Short is smoked at the moment. But Guimond still going to be able to take down one. The Hunter's Fury just trying to oppress that spike. And yet another one is going to come down. But Genghsta knows that he has enough HP to just try to hold it down. jmoh has short also. This one is done. B-side can be taken so easily, but the real challenge is trying to hold it down. So many corners to actually watch out, but then it gets so chaotic. But huynh somehow actually gets a kill off of that. It was fully flashed, and now it just comes down to 2 players. jmoh from around the corner with that Phantom. Somehow he's in just in the back of sight, all 2 chilling. Last 2 players for Gen.G. Vibing in mid. Really just looking over the spike, and now it just has to be Genghsta to try to hold things down. The defuse is actually going in, but effys still gets the kill. Genghsta tries to go for the ninja, but it's simply not going to happen. effys from around the corner with a classic. He bursts it out, and Gen.G. He took down Shot Up off the run it back, so that's going to get shut down a little bit early. One player in the back lines, that's actually going to be player 1 getting sprayed down right on through the wall. He's incredibly low on HP, but he still hasn't gone down, but finally he does. Still 3 more players remaining for Gen.G off this retake. MkaeL spraying on in. I like this. Fault line gonna go right towards the spike, but the spike's being diffused, but it doesn't matter. The Hunter's Fury is going to connect. Shut up with a frag. effys making his way in, but he has to get the kill, but it's simply not going to happen. The spike is gonna get diffused, and like you mentioned, Sully, it's pure chaos on this site. Stani waiting up. If anything, it's actually a triple type situation. But in comes the actual take towards site. Couple of players looking over. Shut up around the corner, trying to take down at least one, but it's actually Genghsta popping off in the round, looking for a couple of more. Maybe even an ace, but it's simply not going to happen. MkaeL takes him down, but Neptune gets the last.
Alongside player 1 to hold this site down, do what they can to delay, and they're going to do exactly that. Paranoia goes in. They can't move forward. They don't know what's waiting and what's watching as GMD full blind in the back of the site here. He still has player 1 around. 2 SMGs to hold it down, but they're doing their job perfectly. No kills, no engagements, and they've delayed long enough. Everyone is here from the side of Gen.G, and they're locking it down in surprising fashion. A 2 versus 3 now, as once more the bread and butter of Sova and the Jets have to get this one done. They did it in the last. Can they do it again? They might just, as jmoh takes the first life, and now we're down to a 2 versus 2.
Oh my god, look at this position from huynh. He actually walks right out of the smoke and garage, and he might be able to at least get one out of this interaction. effys super low on HP, and this is all controlled by Genghsta as he has the recon bolt set right on down, but he actually is going to dodge the full line. Not a singular bullet from that spray actually hit, but now effys is finally going to go down to Genghsta. What a half that Genghsta is having thus far, and what a game period. And not only that, but no players coming over towards short, so it's just gonna have to come down to these 3 players. Neptune is just getting assaulted in terms of util, but out goes jmoh. Oh no, it's actually Shot Up with a 4K. What happened there? What even happened? Trying to avenge his teammate and avenge really his twin, and oh, he gets it! The double! Shut Up lines it up perfectly, and that's easy peasy for him. And not only that, but now it's player 1 and huynh now down to a 2-on-3. Can they pull it off? huynh at least gets one, but player 1 can't get the other. Immortals has stomped their way through Haven, and they make their way into map number 3.
Doesn't get better than that.
So sick.
Just want to give a quick shout out, everyone. We hit 1K followers. We mentioned it earlier, but Jesus Christ, never mind. We'll get back to that in a second. A quick dink and a quick mode out from GMD again. jmoh will fall out in the sky and take down MkaeL, but he's got another to find it. It's GMD.
But that to me is a little bit interesting. But as we head into our round, oh no, effys is still in the back lines with that Spectre. Still able to take down jmoh. This is still very much a fast take for Immortals. Shot Up on the front lines does take down effys. huynh strikes on back with a Spectre. Currently a 4-on-3. Immortals is certainly getting a lot more damage than they anticipated out of this round. So all around the corner, it's Neptune! Neptune, you madman! Gonna be able to get himself to maybe another one, but GMD gets the kill on back. Genghsta has nothing but a classic in his hand and a hope, but that hope is gone. 2 players remaining for Gen.G. They're going to be able to survive and take away the round. Yeah, it's like that, but like I really want to know what to actually call like headshots with a sheriff. Like I still feel like Quandig is still the prime term for it. But huynh, he doesn't really care about the shares by any means. Guy is absolutely popping off with the operator, and as he snags himself down to Neptune, the last person remaining in a 1v3. He has the util to use, to say the very least, and he has the Nero threat, but he walks on out, being aggressive. We're seeing the battle ops, and we're seeing some insane crossfires. What is this at the moment? Neptune, he does call it out, takes down effys. There's still one more player over towards heaven, just trying to bang in a couple of shots. If I'm not mistaken, that is huynh, but, well, he's gonna have to back off of that spot. Neptune. Oh, that's so slick. That's so awkward considering the fact that huynh, I think he might have heard that too. But nonetheless, it's going to be GEN.G on the back lines.
Around the corner, shot up the solo player. He's in the top of heavens, but they've heard that noise. That is such an extremely well-timed Cypher cage. And while they have that information, shot up still able to get out. And now a 3 versus 2 as kills are exchanged in the back lines between the Omens. Shot up, holding beneath the heavens as his teammate will get the spike. Down 10 seconds, just enough time. What's the approach here, though, from GEN.G? All 3 are up top, and shot up, if he lines up his shots, can take them all down with a single spray.
That's a very smart tripwire. Shot up can hug the wall. And now he has to anticipate what would just be a couple of drops. So look at this crossfire. jcStani has a couple of headshot angles, and now just has a straight-on double peek to try to take on. But it's simply not going to happen. A 6th round for GEN.G, as they are finally going to confirm out the half, but there's a whole lot more Valorant to be played, and Immortals, they are heating up a little bit. And again, that cage tripwire duo, I mean, a site is such a pivotal site to try to hold down with Cypher, and again, we're seeing the dynamic once again. Ooh, it's very wary of what could be a little bit of an outside approach. Neptune trying to hold down the angle, but it's actually going to be huynh with a shot. jmoh has to go big. He's on a 1v4, make that a 1v3 onto a kill onto MkaeL, but huynh watching the corner is going to finish things off. Extending the lead now is GEN.G with an incredible hold from mid, being the catalyst. Hasn't been exploited, but now gmon has him up against the corner, and there you go. 11th kill for GMD as he stays up there in the top fragging position. But in comes huynh, someone that has been super pivotal in this first half thus far. But ooh, a little bit of a mix-up in terms of positioning from Shot Up as he actually gets himself that blast back, the double blast back. Shot Up still gets the kill. effys still in the back lines, but he's going to get smoked off alongside his teammate. In comes GND over towards heaven, has the Empress of Darkness online, but it is a little bit tough to actually pull off. Still a 4-on-3. They still have the man advantage, but Immortals has control of B site.
They've got control of it for now. They've got 3 players all around as well. They've always been at a disadvantage on retakes like this, and even more so. They've already got another player on such low HP, no ultimates pulled out, no extra cards, no utility really. And MkaeL, he's got a full set. He's got flashes, he's got curveballs, and he's got the Phoenix Wall ready and roaring to go. Out it comes and down it goes. MkaeL has dropped out the site, but Shot Up, he wants it. He wants to take the fights head on, but unfortunately, 5 versus 5. This doesn't happen too often, especially on a map like Split that gives Pronus so many opening kills. They've stormed the A side. They didn't need to go through mid. They didn't need to take that route. They overwhelmed with the run it back. And now it's all about patience here from the likes of GEN.G. Who finds who first? huynh set back just a little bit by that blast back. That might have actually saved their lives. That might have actually saved the round. huynh can't get aggressive and can't get the opening frag.
Hold W and know how to press mouse 1. You can still have a really fun time on defensive side split. But let's see if Immortals knows how to do that. In comes GEN.G. huynh on the front lines. jmoh does collect back the frag, but this site is being firmly taken by GEN.G with MkaeL on the front lines. MkaeL gets a fat double kill.
Anyway, 4 versus 2. jcStani jumps out. Genghsta up top. There is a player low, and that's going to be huynh. If they can clear him out first, they might just have to, and jcStani has found the first, but there are 2 players around the corner to his right, and MkaeL puts him down.
Try to retake, and especially when you just don't have power and numbers. gmon, he's going to have a fun time. There's a wall up, and although he's nearsighted, he can escape right back into the smoke. That's huge, but jcStani is still following him. He's going to be able to get there second. effys on the front lines with a bulldog. No, it's not the bulldog. The double with a ghost. There you go, effys. Just a little bit extra chip damage, but in comes jmoh to try to hold this down. Same thing with Neptune, and right through the wall, he's gonna get it. Shut Up. Actually, it's not his teammate. It's Shut Up that steps up to the plate and gets the frags. And well, GEN.G, they have finally been stopped dead in their tracks off of a take, and Spike will finally go down in the back of sight. There's still one waiting up over towards heaven, and that's player 1 really just looking at what would be an approach over towards heaven. Not an expected spot, though. Player 1 There's an inkling that he's going to be in this position, but effys, he literally has to solo this site. Player one, he can't exactly help at the moment, but wait a minute, yes he can! Player one comes up from behind with a double. Neptune, the last person remaining, he's going around. And he goes down, his head's on a swivel, and it doesn't matter! effys with a 3K! Unbelievable! Gen.G!
As MkaeL clears it out, sends them packing.
Oh no.
And now a 4v5 as their tournament lines. Their upper bracket run remains in this round, and MkaeL has torn them apart with a double.
Well, here we go, boys. Shot up on the front lines alongside jmoh in the same position, but Ingo shot up. Super risky, super quick. He's still able to get one, but GENG, who had an incredible start, gonna be able to get yet another one. Sully, it is over. Gen.G, welcome to the playoffs. Immortals, they'll have to go through one more opponent.